Sorry, I'm eating a Kit Kat. I don't know what's happening to me. They're trying to blow me away, y'all. Okay, welcome to the Q&A. I'm gonna answer these questions on here, and then we're gonna go over some safety precautions and do some explanations of how tonight's gonna go, okay? So the first question I have says, what's a song of yours that means something completely different to you now compared to when you first wrote it? I think anything that's out. Because I've lived with it, I've gotten to tour with it, I've gotten to meet people and see what it means to them. I've gotten to see what it means to people in the world online. So it always changes. As soon as I drop music, it doesn't belong to me anymore. It belongs to the audience, and that kind of shifts everything because the energy of, what's out changes. So I wish I had a better answer, but I don't have a clue. Yeah. Where do you see yourself 30 years from now? Ooh, hopefully not on a tour. Because I will be 60, y'all. Somebody sit me down by then, okay? Hopefully just like with some land and some animals and like a wife and like kids and like run a couple businesses. Hopefully I'm not, singing on a cruise ship somewhere. Yeah, just like a slow, soft, very gentle life. Hopefully we'll see how the world is in 30 years, What is one thing you love about Singapore? Ooh. I like how diverse it is. The last couple times I came here, I didn't really get to explore the way I got to explore this time. I only got to see like the really fancy kind of stuff that was going on, but this time I got to go to Arab Street? And I got to go to Little India, and that was really nice and fun, and I ate a lot of food and saw a lot of really, really beautiful people. First of all, everyone here is freaking gorgeous. Oh no, I can't cuss, so I'm not allowed. So y'all gonna have to cuss for me on stage tonight, because I'm gonna be beep, beep. Right. I'm like, what the freak is good, Singapore? Yes, everyone's very beautiful, I would say that. I had my mind blown in Little India. Everybody walked past me was just fine. And not in a sexual way, guys, but just extremely gorgeous. What is your current workout split? And what's your advice for when someone is not feeling too motivated to work out? I train 6 days a week. Period. Mondays is, y'all really want my workout split? Yeah! Okay. Mondays is glutes and hamstrings. Tuesdays is back and biceps. Wednesdays is quads. Thursdays is chest and triceps. Fridays is another glute day. Saturday is a full body day. And then Sundays, like, I might go on a run or something. But being that I'm traveling and I'm like working out with people that is like on tour with me, sometimes we change the rest day and we configure the week around whatever the rest day was. Advice for when someone's not feeling too motivated to work out. Me and my friends say, think about your back. Consider your back. I think you just gotta do it anyways, because you'll get over it once you're there. Also, I be on crack, y'all. I take pre-workout. So when I'm not motivated, as long as I take the pre-workout, I'm gonna get up and act like a demon anyways and just be in that bitch tweaking out. Ooh, be in that thing tweaking. God, I'm really bad at this. Ooh, I don't want to get banned, y'all. I don't know how to work. Do I have any pre-show routines? Yes, we pray. I warm up my vocal cords. Try to drink an energy drink. I'm about to be 30, y'all. I'm tired. Yeah, I think the most important one is that we pray. The band and the dancers, everyone who's about to touch the stage prays and thanks God for getting us this far. Ask that we give our best and that we allow, spirit to move through us and touch the audience and nobody leave the same way that they came. So yeah. Which one of yours is the song that you feel most connected to and why? I always answer this question and questions like this the same way. I don't feel really connected to any of my music once it's out. I always end up feeling most connected. I'm very present. I don't feel like I live in the past a lot. So once it's out, it's like for everyone else. But maybe if I had to say something that's out, I would say border. Probably. What's a fun or unexpected talent you have that fans might not know about? Well, I'm really erratic, and every time I think I kind of get good at something, I just put it on the internet. So I feel like there might not be one you guys don't know about. I have a really good green thumb. I was building little greenhouses for a while, like at my house, and like taking care of all these rare plants and stuff. That was kind of like a hyper-focused obsession of mine for a while until I moved out of a house and I went to an apartment and I was like, what am I gonna do with all these crazy plants in my apartment? Be a crazy plant lady? But yeah, maybe that. I don't know if that counts as like a talent or like a basic life skill. Keep things alive, you know? How did you get into music? Okay, so I was a dancer and I got a knee injury and I couldn't dance anymore. I wanted to be a ballerina. I wanted to dance for the New York City Ballet. I wanted to go to Juilliard, College of Performing Arts. And after 6 years in dance, I hurt myself and they were like, you just can't do this. And once I was like, wow, that dream doesn't exist anymore. I can kind of sing a little bit. Let me try to nurture that. And I auditioned for a band that was at my school and we ended up being a band for like 5 years and then I became a solo artist. What would be the vibe for the next album that you're writing? I'm not telling y'all. You'll just have to wait and see, but I'm gonna take my time with it. I gave y'all 2 projects in 1 year, and I'm gonna take my time, live a little, enjoy life, and then feel some things so I can write and write. What's your skincare routine? Ooh, when I was in Korea, y'all, I bought all the stuff. I bought all the Korean skincare. Now, can I tell you what it's called? No, because I just bought it and I don't even know what it's called. But I was watching videos while I was walking around the store and I was like, they say get this. And I kept showing the lady like, they said I need to get this. So she brought me to the stuff and I got it. But it is really good and it's like changing my skin low-key. It's something from Madagascar. Centella. Ooh, and it works, girl. Okay? They're not lying, and they're not lying about the snails either. It's correct. Where do you get your gym fits? They be sending them to me. Sometimes I'll just go through my DMs and they'll be like, hey girl, I got a fitness brand I just started. I'm like, yeah, send it over. My current favorite is Gymshark and then Bodyworks. I wear a lot of Bodyworks. But then I just got in a rabbit hole this morning about like how gym clothes are bad for you or something. And now I gotta like find something else, a different material that's not gonna kill us or something. How would you describe yourself now versus 5 years ago? Well, I wasn't that healthy 5 years ago. I was very unhealthy mentally. I was very unhealthy with my body. I was very unhealthy with my choices. I don't think I cared about myself as deeply as I do now. What was I, 24? I'll say 25. I'll be 30 next month. 25? I don't even remember 25. Fighting for my sanity. I was a new mom, so I was postpartum and, you know, trying to figure what that meant and what new motherhood looked like. And yeah, y'all, 25 is hard. 25 with a kid, with a baby, that's hard. But I think the biggest difference now is that I've just really prioritized being well. And if I know better, then I do better. And I think a lot of us mess up that a lot in our 20s. It's like we really do know better. And then we just have the choice right there. But we go, you know what, I'm gonna do this other choice. This one. And then we come back around and we're like, the choice was right there. And we just didn't want to. So now I just really actively make really good choices and I really prioritize taking care of myself. What is the most hilarious thing you've ever encountered on stage while performing? There was one time this drunk woman managed to make her way all the way onto the stage to hug me, but the security didn't know because they thought she worked for me because of her age. Because my fans tend to be like my age or like slightly older than me or slightly younger than me, but she was like a grown ass lady, y'all. And I was like 23 or something. And she made it all the way, so she was like, I just love you. And she hugged me, and I'm on stage like, and nobody knew until I was like, hey y'all, who is this? And then the security came and like helped her off, but that was pretty funny. Also, a bug landed on my face one time when I was performing outside, and so it was a considerable amount of like me swatting my face and my dancers freaking out and everybody freaked out for a second. I've also ripped my pants. I've knocked the whole keyboard over. I've flown my mic pack halfway across the stage. Somebody tried to kiss me in the front row once. That was pretty crazy. I've seen some things. What is your favorite food to eat in Singapore? And also, since chewing gum is restricted here, how are you coping with that? Y'all know I love a snack. I was actually just going through that because I like gum in the meet and greets because I just had a lot of jalapeno chips, and I'm like, what if they meet me and my breath smell like jalapeno chips and I can't have gum? What am I gonna do? But it's okay, I had mints. Hopefully I didn't smell like jalapeno chips. If I did, I'm really sorry. Blame your government. My favorite food to eat? Lobster. Yes, I also like roti. Honestly, I ate so much while I was here. I also had some really good Lebanese food that was so good. I don't know. It's all really good, zero complaints. There's some places I could have some complaints, and this is not one of them on this tour. Oh, the chewing gum thing, yeah, I already explained that. The hot breath, okay. If you were to choose between being a vampire and being a werewolf, what would you pick and why? A vampire, duh, I think that's sexier. It's a little more mysterious. Werewolf is kind of like a little intense for me. I know I might come off really semi-intense, but I'm really not. I'm a dweeb. I'm not crazy. Okay, I am, but like not werewolf kind. Not like big, scary, like, brr. I'm really like, oh my God, I'm really just a vampire, you know? Not a werewolf. If you could relive one moment from your career, what would it be? Okay, so I was bringing my daughter on stage a lot. Like whenever she wants to come on stage, she just tells me, and if she doesn't fall asleep before the show, she can just come on stage whenever and do whatever. Every time she would beg to come on stage and she would come on stage, she would just stand there like. But there was one show, it was the LA show of this tour, and she made it on stage, and because her little crush was next to her, she started dancing, and she was dancing her butt off. Like she was up there literally. And I just cried because I just couldn't believe like she actually danced. Like I literally rolled on the floor on stage and was like, you did it, you danced. So probably that. Congratulations on tour, thank you. So far, what are your favorite moments of the tour? I just like being this far. Honestly, America. It's really nice to be really far from that place right now. Besides missing my child and missing my friends. But I love that I get to travel. When I was a kid, like nobody in my family has ever been anywhere outside of the country. Like most of my family doesn't have a passport. Like this is not something that was ever supposed to happen for me. To be able to make a living off of art, let alone see the world because of art. So every time I'm able to be this far away from home because I sing songs in my bedroom, I'm just eternally grateful. So my favorite part of tour is just being able to see people like you guys who found babysitters and took off work and came out in Ramadan to come hang out with me. I'm really honored and it means a lot to me. So thanks guys. Okay, so I can't cuss tonight. Y'all gotta cuss for me. Don't laugh if I mess up and don't tell nobody. Delete the video if I cuss on camera. That's my rules. Okay, what I want y'all to do, y'all been here the longest because y'all had to wait for meet and greet and it was really hot outside. I want you guys to go get water before you go to your seats. I want you guys to go use the bathroom. I want you guys to go get water, get hydrated, and it's gonna be a really fun night, but you guys have the longest day of other people who are gonna get here a little bit later. I want you to take care of yourselves. I want you to take care of each other.